everyone. Good afternoon. I'm normally not on at this time, so I'm not sure who will show up, but I'll give everyone a couple minutes to get here because it takes a couple minutes. That's gonna bother me. Why did I start fussing? It was fine. Whatever. So yeah, if you're new here, my name is Amanda. I am in Canada and it is currently 4 o'clock on Saturday. I usually ramble at the beginning until somebody shows up, so I will do that today as well. Trying to think of what I did. Ooh, I went to Michael's today and I got this new paper for my planner and I made a dashboard. Oh, look how sparkly that is. Not like magnificent. And then I have this new pen. It is the neon version. It's a 0.4. It's not showing up true to color. It's actually like a neon pink. It is so fun in my planner. I can cross things out and it looks so good. I love it. But I'm in love with this paper as well. So that's all I did. I went out for a little, went to Michael's, Canadian Tire, and then I did some exercising, and that's about it. So yeah, I got a thumbs up, but it says 0 people watching, so that's fun. That counter's always wrong, but it is what it is. So hello everyone. Like I said, it is Saturday around 4 o'clock. I usually go live in the mornings, Wednesdays and Fridays, but I thought, let me pop on a Saturday and see who's here. So that's what I'm doing. It's kind of a gloomy day out, so I can't really go out and do anything cool, so I thought I'll just live for a little bit, pass some time. Maybe some of my friends are like wanting someone to talk to, so I thought I'd come on. But if you're new here, my name is Amanda and I'm in Canada. So don't be shy, say hello. I sometimes have trivia questions ready, but I didn't prepare any for today. But if I need to, there's some questions over there. But I thought today we'd just talk. Hello, Tash. Welcome. Glad you could make it. And hello. How are you today? How is your day going? Hopefully good. It's just a little bit of a rainy day here. It's just overcast, so nothing exciting. You're good, I'm glad. I'm glad you're doing good. Any weekend plans for you guys? I think we're just keeping it calm weekend. Last weekend we did a lot. So I think this weekend we'll just relax more. And then in a couple weeks I think we have a long weekend, so that's fun. We have May 2-4 weekend here. That's typically when we plant all of our plants in the garden. However, I'm not sure. We'll have to see. The weather's a little crazy this spring. How about you, Tash? Any plans, or are you just having a low-key weekend? And hopefully the internet decides to behave, because it wasn't earlier, so I hope it will behave now. You're just relaxing this weekend? That's good. That's the way to go. I feel like the week gets so busy, you just need a couple days to just like lay low. all I did was went to a couple stores today and then worked out. And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm done. Today I don't have much energy because of the weather. But hopefully we're up for some sunshine soon. Not sure where the cats are. They're usually here. What store? Oh, I was at Michael's and then we went to Canadian Tire. And hello, how are you? Welcome. See some new names here, so that's exciting. Thank you for popping on. If my eye does that, it's just allergies. I'm not crying. Yes, I'm from Canada. How about you? Where are you from? My name's Amanda. Empire of Universe. The name's Amanda. Thank you for the 2 thumbs up. I appreciate it. Hello, Empire of Universe. How is your day going? I'm not respond. You're from Quebec? I'm from Ontario. I'm in Ontario. Welcome. That's exciting. Your weekend was nice? Awesome. I'm glad. Good day. That's, I've been good. I just been inside because it's been rainy. I'm not sure how your weather is, but it's been rainy here. So I was just looking, I thought, maybe let me go live. I'm good. How are you? And hello. Nice to have you. Thank you for the 3 thumbs up. How's everyone's day going? I hope it's going really good. Anybody doing anything exciting today? Somehow? Are you not having a good day? I'm sure there is. Yeah, it is nice to see new people. My day's good. It's okay. I hope yours is doing okay, though. Hopefully your weather is brighter than ours. We have overcast today, which isn't fun. Thank you. I appreciate it. And hello. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, everyone, for the 5 thumbs up. Hello. I do a lot of things. I don't work outside of the house, but I do a lot of things. I have a lot of roles that I fill in life. Typical work. Do you work on the weekends or do you have the weekend off? Because I know some of my friends work on the weekends. Do you have the weekend off? Yes, I do. I have one, and she is 21. I have 1 daughter and 2 cats. Does anybody else have fur babies or kids? My daughter's 21. My age? I'm in my late 30s. Are you doing the math? I was 17 when I had my daughter, if you're doing the math. So what days do you have off then? If you work in a clinic. So the weekends are probably your busy work days then? No, I'm 38. I'm not that young. I hope you get some days off. Do you have a slower time during your week then? And thank you everyone for the 7 thumbs up. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm 38. No, I don't take requests. Someone telling me to stand up? Why you want me to stand up? Your mom's 4 years older. Well, then how old are you? I find it weird when people tell me to stand up or to do things. Okay, tell me why, and I will. But don't spam me. Oh, you're the same age as my daughter. Okay, okay. So then your weekend's looking pretty full. I hope during the week you get a slow time. I hope you get to rest from that because that's a lot. And working in a clinic, that's an important job. Emperor of Universe, I just don't understand you. Don't understand you, my friend. I just can't grow beards, man. That's okay. Not everyone can. It's actually like hereditary. There's some people who can't. There's some people who just don't grow beards. Like the indigenous in Canada, they're not known for having much facial hair or beards. Not that they can't grow them, it's just genetically they don't tend to, but they have the most amazing hair in the world. So I wouldn't worry if you can't grow a beard. Oh, you're just joking. Okay. So you're a comedian? Is that what you do for a living? My friends say I'd be a good comedian, but I don't think I could handle the pressure. Just to perform in front of everyone and make them laugh. I don't know if I could do that. Right? I don't know what he's going on about, but I'm like, okay, he's behaving. If he doesn't, then I'll just put him in timeout because I don't know what. That must be nice. That must be boring, actually. If you don't do anything, you poor thing, you must be bored all the time. I can't imagine not doing anything. I would go crazy being bored. I think I'd rather be busy than doing nothing. I mean, he is an umpire. Maybe he could grant you some. You guys are funny. Sometimes I don't know what to say to everyone. In fact, I never know what I'm going to talk about when I come on a live stream. I just turn the camera on and start talking. So it's different every time. During the week we have our regulars who are my mods and they're usually here and they're a lot of fun. Yeah, I know. I know you are, but I don't think he picked up on that. You're brave. I couldn't do that. Do you mean just going on live and talking to strangers or? Oh yeah, I don't know why I can, because people scare me in general. I don't talk, like I have social anxiety and I don't really deal well with people, but when I'm on live, it's not hard for me. I don't know why. But in real life, I'd be nervous. Do you go live as well? No, I'm not monetized yet. Not yet. Eventually. All I have is my YouTube, Insta, and then I have a Ko-Fi page, but that's about it. You would feel awkward to do it? You might surprise you. Maybe one day if you go live, you'll surprise yourself. I'll earn my monetization eventually. My hours, I just gotta have more work hours. Not work hours, sorry, watch hours. But yeah, I'm getting there. Slow and steady wins the race. I'm not in a really big rush either because I've seen with some channels they kind of really like go forward really quickly, but then there's a lot of stress on them because then they get a bunch of like negative comments and that, and I'm just like, I'm okay if my channel grows slow. I'm not in a big rush. But yeah, eventually I'll get there. It's just about the watch hours. They have a lot of rules, but it's interesting. I watch my videos and they put ads on some of my videos. So while I'm not earning, they're still like playing ads over my videos, which is weird. Oh goodness. That's funny. So you guys had no, well, I know you're one plan. You're working in a clinic and you're working a lot. How about, oh no, and Empire of the Universe says he doesn't do much. Okay, I was gonna ask your plans for the weekend, but I think we established that. But yeah, I'm just having a low key weekend and the weather isn't the best, so. What's up? Why do you have a sad face? And hello. If you're new here, my name is Amanda and I'm in Canada. It's commonly the questions I get asked, so I'll repeat it a few times during. Just. I know, right? Amanda in Canada, yep. It's getting nice out soon. There'll be times. I know I was saying usually here we do May 2 for a weekend for when we put our plants in. But I don't know if this year it will be the same because it's still getting cold out there. Like the other day it dropped to 0. So I'm not putting my plant. I don't know. It'll have to stay steady warm before I put my plants in. But I think we're out of the cold spell. I think it should warm up here. So then where is your favorite places to drive, or where is your favorite place to vacation or visit? I think, did you say you're in India? I'm not sure if it was you who said that earlier. I do not have a PS5. I don't game. I mean, I play some boring games on my phone to pass time, but I'm not good at games. I never was. I'd rather watch people play games than play the game myself. Yeah, I don't game, but I do enjoy watching people. If people are playing, I'll watch, but I get so nervous. I just want to see and touch Maple Leafs. Hundreds of places. Well, where was your favorite place to travel? And you too, Tash? Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't mind watching people play. That's interesting. Some people aren't like that though. They'd rather play. My least favorite game would be Mario Kart because I'm always in the I'm always in the wrong lane or driving backwards or like something crazy or falling off of something. Your sister would watch when you would play? You're good at Mario Kart? Mario Kart stresses me out. It gets me so nervous because I'm not good at it. Is that Grand Theft Auto? Oh, I don't play games like that. I don't play any games that's too much for me. I used to play this game on Sega called um Toe Jam and Earl, and it was fun. I hope it's relaxing. That's what I try to bring, is just somewhere for everyone to chat and hang out if they want to. That's why you like it here too, Tash? Yeah. Everyone I think is getting along, and if they're not, get along. We're all friends here. Yeah. That's the only thing I want, is people to like get along and treat each other respectfully. And for the most part, they do. Every once in a while, I'll get someone who comes in and thinks they're funny, but my mods usually deal with them for me. If I don't get to them first, I'm pretty quick. In Buddhism, relaxing is a. So, do you mean that it means it's very important? What? Yeah, enough of your life. My blood level might hike? What's it gonna do hiking? Huh? Maybe I misread that. So, what do you guys like to do for relaxation or for your hobbies? What is everyone's hobbies here? Typically, I like to journal and I like to I love stationery. Yeah. What about you, Tash? What's your hobby? An empire or what? Oh, I get it. Okay. Boxing is a huge pillar. Oh, okay. So it means staying calm and concentrating. Oh, got you. And you're into motorcycles. Nice. And you just drive. Well, what do you drive? What, what do you drive? And you too, Tash. What about your motorcycle? I think motorcycles are fun. A little scary, but fun. Give me nature and throttle therapy. Right on. You drive a 2000 Suzuki Bandit. Nice bike. What does everyone else drive if they want to share? No worries if you don't. On NGS 310 Port Runner. Nice. It's very freeing to be on. Then I think that's what I would like about um a bike, is the freedom, because that's something I find very interesting. I'm not a Buddhist actually, but their mentality is interesting. You find it interesting? Yeah. Hey, welcome, welcome. How are you? How have you been? I'm good, thank you. Have you been good? Life is going. I'm staying out of trouble, so life's good. And you like the outdoors. I love the outdoors. I love the outdoors. I love being on a boat or I love being in the woods hiking. I love being outside. Although I'm dealing with a little bit of allergies, so right now I'm kind of. You're in Switzerland today? What? Don't get into religion. No, he was just saying that it was an important pillar for them. But he's not getting like religious or anything. He was just saying a belief of theirs, which I wasn't aware of, so that I learned something new. And what's the weather in Switzerland? What time is it in Switzerland? My goodness. No, no. But I probably have family in Switzerland or Sweden. Isn't that where Shania Twain is? Did she move to Switzerland? I think so. I think so. Switzerland has lovely cold weather. You live in the mountains in Switzerland? I didn't know that. Or you love the mountains. Maybe you meant you love the mountains. I would imagine. Thankfully, our snow has melted here because we've had enough snow in Canada. Oh, you love it. Yeah, I thought that's what you meant after. Because so you're on vacation then, or do you have business that you're doing? Either way, that would be a lovely place to visit. I hear nothing but good things about Switzerland. Where's has your favorite, like, what's your favorite vacation you've been on so far? Like, is there somewhere you've been that stands out or you've enjoyed more? Sorry, I don't know what you mean. People like me can come over here, not businessmen. Ooh, Bali and France. I'd love to see Indonesia. Indonesia looks stunning. And they look like they have a lot of beautiful cafes, and I love cafes. Yeah, those sound like really nice places. I have not traveled outside of America. Like I've been to Canada and United States of America, and that's it. I've never been on an airplane, so I've never really traveled anywhere far. But I love to learn about new places. And I have a lot of friends who come from other countries, and I love learning about it. I have lots of friends from India. Your food is really good. Some is too spicy for me, but a lot of it's really good. I like it. I don't know if you can hear that. It's just the hallway. I never know what the mic can pick up on. So, are you from the northern part of India or like no? Because I had friends who are from the northern part, and then I've had friends who they've come from. I just forgot the name. It will come back to me. What's everyone's favorite food? I don't know. You're northern? Nice. Nice. I love traveling. I love traveling. A lot of shopping for mom and sis and eating different foods. Right? That sounds like a lot of fun. My favorite food, Tash, depends. Anything my mom cooks is amazing. So if my mom's cooking, I'll eat it because my mom's a really good cook. But I love a lot of different types of food. I like trying different food. And we're getting a lot of different types of restaurants here because we have a lot from India who've moved over to Canada. So we have a lot more Indian restaurants and grocery stores. So we're getting to try different foods that we weren't used to. So that's nice. Well, cakes and ice cream, can't go wrong with that. Hello, how are you? I don't think the counter on top should beat me to it. Oh, can't go wrong with that. We said the same thing. That's funny. You're more of a hey, Dean, you just gonna sneak in like that? Hey, thanks for being here. You're more of a spicy or salty food kind of guy. I like, I don't know, I have a little bit of me that likes sweet, but stay alert from wrong people. So what do you mean? And I'm from Canada. How about you? Dean's, I like watching his videos too. Did you go fishing today, Dean? I wonder if you went fishing or what was the last fish you caught. I don't live that close to the lake, so I'm waiting till we go up camping. You did? You caught a lot? Right on, right on. That's the best. I'm in the Toronto area. Your dad lived in Toronto? That's cool. Where are you watching from then? I know they call them Tash, they call them walleye, but you knew that. Nice talking to you. Smallmouth bass, right on. I know it's quitting time when the rock bass start biting because they just start biting and then all the like that's when the pickerel stop is when you like a little smallmouth or sometimes the perch will start getting they'll start stealing our bait. We typically use minnows is what we use. We use minnows or lures. You're from India, nice. What time is it in India? It must be nighttime for you. Little perch, yeah, they'll just steal your bait. You'll just feel the tiniest little like ding 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 perch. They're always like nibbling the bait. I know. And it's always the tiny ones too. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna put you back when you finally get them in. Ah, gar pike? Mm, pike are good eating. Gar pike are different. They have the longer nose thing, right? I feel like is it pike the ones that like they'll fight, and then they just turn into like it feels like a log after, and you're just reeling it in. I feel like they put up a fight at the beginning, and then they're just like and go with it. Yeah, it's like they'll fight, and you get all excited, and you're reeling them in, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait, did I lose it? And no, he just stopped fighting. They are. Pike are really good. Pickerel, pike, perch are really good. No, okay, so Oh, gar. I wonder if it's different. Up here we have gar pike. And it's like a pike, but it has a long nose. But I wonder if gar is just a different fish I'm not familiar with. Because we do have gar pike, and they kind of look like, not dinosaurs, but they look old. Like they look cool. So, okay, you and your mom both live in India, but my. Oh, in 84. And it's 2 in the morning. What are you doing? You can't sleep? You're awake late. Now I have to look up what gar are. So far, I think we call the fish the same names. It's just pickerel and walleye. There's a difference. But I think the rest of them are pretty similar. Oh, I would love that. Okay. I would love that. Because maybe it's different then. Susan, hey, I saw your haul. You didn't have to drive to Oklahoma after all. Susan was waiting on mail and it showed up when she wasn't expecting it, which is exciting. You know what? It could be maybe gar is a fish, but we have what you call gar pike. And I think there's different ones like in different countries as well. And they're basically a pike, but they have like a longer bow, like in the front, like a nose. Oh, so you're up late. You were ready? Girl, I was feeling it for you. I know that feeling when you're waiting for something in the mail and it's not updating. It's like, when are they going to send it? I was like, how far is Oklahoma? Susan, I think, was it you or was it someone else who said they were having a rainy day, like a dreary day? Because we're just having a gray day here as well. And when it's gray like that, I don't feel like going outside too much. So I've just been inside doing some workouts and stuff. The emoji's up the side. Yeah. What would be ideal weather for riding? I imagine on hot days it would be really hot because of the gear. It wasn't you. But yeah, at least it's not storming. That's true. I looked it up. I love that you looked it up. Okay, I'm exciting. I'm exciting. I mean, I'm excited. I looked it up, and yes, gar pike are what I call gar long. Yes, yes, yeah. Okay, they are. Okay, right on. Because I know in Australia they have gar as well. Long nose gar. Is that what you call them? Okay. Interesting. Because I'm thinking, I feel like they're the same thing, but I could be wrong because I don't know, we do maybe have different fish. But for the most part, I feel like we have similar fish. That's interesting though. And yeah, lots of sharp teeth. I've never caught one myself. I've never caught a muskie. That's why this year I'm gonna go live streaming and I'm gonna go fishing because Dean caught a muskie when he was live, and I was so excited. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go live and catch me a muskie. We'll see. No matter what I reel in, I get excited. Like the feeling of like a fish on your line is always an exciting feeling. Yeah, yeah. We have a lot of people from America who come up to Canada for the fishing on like on the lakes. There's a lot of we'll see a lot of like American plates. So I think they like the fishing up here, especially on Lake Huron. Is gorgeous. I wish I lived closer to the water, but I don't want to fish the water here. It would just be I would imagine just maybe some bass, and I'm not sure. See, right on. If you do, you'll have to let us know. Because a lot do come up and will stay like in the cabins. And I just noticed the license plates and stuff. And a lot own properties up where my family's from, up north of here. You'll see some homes with American flags as well. The fishing is pretty good and it's good eating because Lake Huron is very clean, so the fish are all clean and you can eat them. Yeah, Michigan is like Ontario. When I was little, I used to go to Michigan a lot, less family vacation. But once they had to do the passport, none of us got our passports. You were born in Michigan? How long were you in Michigan for? Or were you like a baby when they moved to? You love Lake Huron. Lake Huron is my favorite. It's clean and some spots they have the turquoise water. Um, that's an odd question. We were talking about fishing. What happened to the fish talk? Thank you, Tash. I just don't like anything if it's going to lead to division. I don't like dividing people. And when it comes to questions that are designed to make you choose, I'd rather leave that out because I don't want anyone to come in and I would hate if someone came in and read something and got their feelings like hurt or something. We attract weirdos. And you're telling me in real life I have the strangest, most unique people talking to me, and I'm like, well, okay. That's why you're Tash. That's funny. Tash, you are not a weirdo. Say you moved when you were 3. All right. So have you always been in the same state then since you moved from Michigan? And Susan's fishing would be a lot different because she's in Louisiana. So I think they have a lot of shrimp boats there, don't they? Which you definitely don't see up here. Yeah, so you were always in Pennsylvania. All right. Pennsylvania seems nice. I've always kind of wanted to visit, but ever since the passport thing, it just kind of deters me. Yeah, gators. Ooh. That's one thing I'm glad we don't have. But we do have rattlesnakes, so I mean, usually rattlesnakes don't bother you. Only once I almost got attacked by one, but I was 3 and I almost walked on top of it. My brother like was like, "Hey, heads up," and pulled me back out of the way. I would have needed me some, what do you call it, anti-venom that day. Mmm, shrimp boats in the Gulf. Deep sea fishing. Oh my goodness, deep sea fishing. Dean and Tash, could you imagine deep sea fishing? Ooh, that would be different. That would be fun. And crawfishing. Pennsylvania has the most natural waterways in the lower states. Okay, I was wondering. Yeah, that makes sense then. And crawfishing, which is nothing like fishing. So Tash, you've been to the ocean, but you mean you never went fishing in the ocean? I think that'd be exciting. It would be different, but it'd be exciting. But and at the end of the day, I really love my pickerel. They taste really good. Pickerel and rough grouse is probably my favorite food. Crawdaddies for fishing. Um, I like finding their little claws, like their little hands, because sometimes you'll find them on the rocks and they're all sun bleached from after the birds ate them or people ate them. I used to always collect their little pin, like their little hand things when I was little, whenever we go up. Mm. You found a blue crawdad one time? That sounds majestic. I'd be like, it's a good day. I don't know. I don't know. So far, I just use minnows for bait. I have friends who use other things, but I use minnows. I find they work really good, especially on the pickerel. Pickerel seem to really like the minnows. Yeah. I think the blue ones would be rare. Yeah. I don't get to see many alive ones. I just usually, I think like crayfish, we just sometimes we'll see the dead remains. And I like collecting their claws for some reason. Yeah, and you know what we do? We have a special we have a special pond that the minnows are different in and the fish really react to them. So we go and put our minnow traps in there. So we always get the certain type of minnows. I cannot think of the name of them, but they work better than the other ones. It's a color morph. That's oh, so it's actually okay. So it's not like its own like thing. It's a color morph. Gotcha. That's like finding like some people would be like you find money and you feel like, ooh, I found a prize. You find a blue crawfish, like that would be like winning a prize. I always would look for salamanders. I've never found one in the wild. But I used to when I was little always like be lifting up rocks and looking around. I never found a salamander. I don't know if anyone else had, but growing up we used to have newts. But they don't count because we got them from the pet store. But now I want to know what crawdads taste like. Moral season. Is that so that's a type of See, I don't know enough. How did you learn about mushrooms? Like I don't have enough knowledge um of them. I don't trust myself to know what they are because some look similar and they're not. But like we have turkey mushroom and like turkey tail mushrooms and like a lot of different types, but I don't know the different types. It's like a legend. I know. I feel like it should be like an episode on SpongeBob, them finding a blue crawdad. Yeah, we have puffball mushrooms, but I don't know what they're called. We used to just like play with them when we were kids. Years of being nerds. I have more years of being a nerd. I remember your age. I have seniority of nerdism over you. But I've never really studied them. Hey, how are you? I feel like I recognize your name. Were you in Crystal's live stream? Because I feel like I've seen your name somewhere. Chicken of the woods. You know what we call a chicken of the woods would be rough grouse. Okay, right on. Welcome, welcome. Just like chicken. What do they look like? What color are they? Yeah, partridge or rough grouse. Well, rough grouse is a type of partridge, yeah. They are so good. They taste better than chicken. But I mean, if I could find a mushroom that tastes like chicken, I'd be game. I'd be eating that. Orange yellowish usually grows on the logs. Right on. Do you eat them? Or do you just like to study them? Because I have friends who like just like to study them and take photos of them, but they don't eat them because they're like me and they don't know enough about them. I feel like I'd end up with like food poisoning or end up hallucinating if I just picked up random mushrooms. I feel like I'd be like, yeah, I would too. I'd have a whole journal about it with my photos. Oh, yeah, that would be my thing. I had some friends on Instagram who would take photos of them. I'll be like, what's the name of that one? And they were teaching me, but I forgot the names of them. The ghost cane, is that native in Canada? Yeah, it grows next to mushrooms. What do they look like? What's the description? Because I might have seen it, but I don't know. Like, I just learned about a new plant, a flower. Um, I think it's called bloodroot. And it's because, like, the stuff inside is red, but it's, I think, toxic to the skin or something. But I love learning about different plants and birds and wildlife. But yeah, I'm not gonna eat. Picture a white plant that looks like a white candy cane. And they're not a mushroom? Or they are? I can't say anything is ringing a bell. Has anyone else seen anything like that? A white plant that looks like a white candy cane? Oh, ghost pipes. I still can't think of what they are. Well, see, now, see, we know someone who knows. You're, it's cute because you said mistake. You spelt mistake with a mistake. Leave it, I like it. My mistrack. Now you still spelled it, just stop trying. When I first seen them, I thought they were, but they're a plant. I wonder why they have the name. Is it just because they're white, or is there something to them? Are they edible, or are or are they like medicinal? Because there's a lot of medicinal plants in the woods, and some of them get interesting names. They don't photosynthesize. Yes, they used to make tincture. Oh, so then they don't have the chlorophyll. It just left my head. Okay. A lot of stuff they make out of tinctures. That's so fascinating. Now this summer I'm gonna be looking for those things. A lot of stuff is it's like white willow bark is like that's a synthetic version of it is aspirin, but a lot of medicine is like a synthetic form of a plant. And interestingly, there's a lot of medicinal plants if you're with someone who knows. Now I'm going to be looking for them. They will numb your mouth if you chew them. Well, now I kind of want to do it. It's like this one time my teacher one year read a book about don't lick a metal pole in the winter. The very next morning, we were getting to school, and this kid in my class had his tongue stuck to the pole, and the teachers were running out with like mugs of warm water, like pouring it on his tongue. I think he lost a piece of his tongue on that pole. I was like, dude, we just had a story about don't do it, and he did it the next day. Yeah, you're right. It is. I find it very fascinating to learn more about different plants because even some of the flowers like candula or rose petals I'll infuse in coconut oil, especially for my daughter's guinea pigs. I'll use a little bit of rose and a little bit of chamomile and I'll let it infuse into the coconut oil and it's really good for their like dry skin. Their ears and feet get dried out. So I just make them in oil that's a little bit better. You can use plain coconut oil, but I figure adding a little chamomile might be good for them because their skin gets dry and easy to grow. Yeah, I had this one magazine from the library. It was talking about all the different medicinal plants and how to make tinctures or infuse them and stuff. It's there's a quote that goes, "What's the difference?" Essentially, because even with natural stuff, you can accidentally do a lot of danger to yourself. Some people think because something is natural that it's like, oh, it's safe, but like you can take too much. You can hurt yourself too, right? Like, we have like fiddleheads that grow here, leeks, a lot of different winter greens are good for settling your stomach. Yeah, for sure. Like for sure, for sure. Like some people will not realize that stuff interacts. It's it's all about balance. Whether it comes to like food or beverage, it all boils down to being a balance. You don't want to overdo one thing. It's never a good idea. And sometimes it interacts or it doesn't work. Like one time I remember someone was like, here, take some valerian root, it'll help you sleep. I had non-stop panic attacks the entire night. So for whatever reason, because I have anxiety, that root like made me like anxious. It's crazy. But I was like, I'm not doing that again. You're right. It's true. It's true. People will be like overdoing that. Everyone is different, yeah, for sure. We have, I forget the name of it, but when we were little, we used to call it sour grass. And it's kind of like a leaf like this and has two little bumps at the bottom. And we would always eat it. And we knew we could eat it. But like, yeah, if you eat a whole like bag of it, you're gonna get sick. But I forget the name of it. It had a name, but we always just knew it as sour grass. Now I'm gonna be looking for those ghost pipe plants. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you. And yeah, everyone is different. And what works for one doesn't always work the same for someone else. It's true. Same with melatonin. Like I suffer from bad insomnia and I don't sleep very well, but I tried melatonin and melatonin made me wake up. I was more irritable and anxious on melatonin than when I wasn't, which is weird because they say normally you don't react to it, but I did. Washi's nails are always fire. Thank you. They're clear tip and iridescent. I have. I also tried tea that had like passion flower and can't think of it, but it's like helps to be a little bit sedating. I don't sleep. I've tried everything prescribed, not prescribed, natural, not natural. They can't, I don't sleep. A full night of sleep for me is about 4 hours. Skull cap, that was actually it. Thank you. Skull cap, passion flower, chamomile. I've tried it all and it doesn't do it for me. I feel like out of all of them, skull cap did work a little bit more. Red clover I had, but I think I used it for other things. I can't remember. Now we're all talking about medicinal plants. Why not? I love it. If only there was something that would cure these allergies, I'd be excited. because I can't stand it with my eyes. Yes, you totally should. And then you could teach us about the different mushrooms and stuff. Totally. That's the kind of stuff us nerds want to see. We love learning. You, oh, so for you it's the fall allergies. For me it's the spring and it usually is not this bad. So I don't know. What are you doing? Oh, it changed the thingy-mabobber. I'll figure that out after. It changed the screen. That's interesting. We got to learn something new that you like to go foraging. You're young and you like that. That's interesting because a lot of people who are young don't. I I always forget. Like I'll start. I have heard of that. Goldenrod wrecks a lot of people, but I have heard of that if you use local honey. I've tried it, but then I always forget halfway through. So I should try it again. Yeah, it's supposed to be like, I think the way I heard it was it just slowly introduces it to your immune system so then you can like handle it better. I should try that again this year because the allergies are real. No, not, there's a lot of local farms and stuff at the market. You can find local honey. You know what though, Zine? I can kind of relate in the sense that growing up, like I got excited about fishing and hunting, and none of the girls in my class or who are my friends did. So like I'd be talking about certain things I've learned in the forest or talking about like, yeah, we're going up to go hunting this fall, and they're like, "What? You shouldn't do that." So I never really fit in because like a lot of people are in the city weren't into the same thing. It just happened my parents are from the country, so we were always like having fun fishing in the summer because that's what my parents liked. True. And it's harmless. We all have to have a hobby. Like everyone needs a hobby. It might as well be something. Same with me. Except I'm not the boy. I'm a girl, but same. I'm like I'm in the city, but I feel like I'm not meant to be here. Like I love fishing. I love gardening. I love hunting. I love well, hunting's a lot of work, but it's still something that is something that was a big part of my life. And being stuck in the city is really boring because I don't like shopping. I don't like going to movies. I don't like a lot of the stuff that the people in the city do for fun. So it's always just like, your heart belongs outdoors, mine too. And I think a lot of times it's because I have anxiety and I'm not, it's hard to be in the present. I'm always worrying about future or past. But when I'm outside, I feel like I'm focused on what's in front of me. And it shifts my focus from like me and my thoughts and puts it onto what's outside. And I love learning about what's outside. The cats would be scared. Our one cat that could care less. He'll sleep through a storm. He snores louder than the storm. But our other one's a chicken. Cortisol. Ooh, does it really? We always call it nature therapy because we always notice whenever we go for a hike or we're out on the lake, we feel like different people. Like I love being on the lake. It's so calming. But I feel like the city it's pretty stressful. But we have a lot of nice parks here, so I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that we at least have places that we can go and like be in nature. So then, Dean and Tash, you both like fishing. What would be your favorite fish to catch? Or, yeah, what's your favorite fish to catch? Like for me, it's pickerel because they're good eating. And I like when right before it gets dark is when they do all the, it's like the golden hour. You too? Me too. They are. And they're good eating. Like, they're really good. They're not fishy at all. They can put up a bit of a fight. They can. Although the one year I accidentally caught a piece of driftwood, and I tell you that thing put up a fight as well. I was like, oh my goodness, because it wasn't that big, but like it felt, I was like, what is this? Like, is this gonna be a pike? It wasn't. That was disappointing. mm, yeah, I'd go perch, because perch taste and smell better than bass. And sometimes it depends when you catch them, but the bass are full of parasites. What kind of setup, what pound test? I can't say it, but what kind of line did he have on his rod? He got a whole tree. I was gonna say. It's okay. The one time my mom cast and she caught a pike, but she caught a pike by the tail. Like she just hooked its back somehow, and she was reeling and putting up a fight. But eventually, you just saw him swim away. We're like, no. But I was like, how did you catch a pike by the butt? It's always something funny when we go fishing as a family. And catfish are cute. I could never. I think down in the States, your catfish gets big. Catfish are too cute. I could never eat a catfish. 20-year-old spider wire. Hey, if it works, it works. It was the whole tree. You should have wrote to like, oh no, that's here, Ontario Outdoors or like Field and Stream. Be like, I was fighting for my life when I reeled in. What kind of tree was it? That's too funny. It's not made anymore, and that stuff is amazing. Oh, hey, if it works, it works. If it's good, it's good. Don't change it if it ain't broken. Oh my goodness, time goes when you're having fun. I've already been on here for an hour. Right? I ain't knocking it. I don't care what you're using. If you're reeling in the fish, then you do you, boo. Oh, I wonder why they stopped making it then. Or maybe they switched to a different type of material. It's probably toxic. Yeah, well, so are the weights that we all put in our mouth. They're lead, and we all like bite them open. The old school, I don't know about the new ones, might not be, but the old weights we all like bite open, we're all like lead. Mm. Maybe it was just too strong and it was like starting to like, things were getting caught in it. That is why we're so strong, right? We lived off of white bread, sunshine, and whatever we caught. And yeah, we kind of built an immune system up. Whether it's a good thing or not, I think it's a good thing. Yeah, or it like morphs and tries to take you down again. I used to hate that expression when I was little. Same with you can't have your cake and eat it too. I'm like, well, what is the point? I like was missing the point of it. Yeah, that's what I used to say. Whenever it doesn't kill you, makes you wish you were dead. But a lot of stuff back in the day was made in lead. Same with the teacups that had the silver on the top. It was all lead. I know. I was like, well, then don't give me cake if I'm not supposed to eat it. They just mean you can't eat it and still have it. Like, once it's gone, it's gone. I'm like, that's stupid. I used to get so annoyed with that when I was little. Can't have your cake and eat it too? Well, then don't give me it. What am I supposed to do with it? Put it under my bed like a souvenir and check on it every once in a while, see if it's still there? Like, I don't understand. Yeah, they did. They did. Like, there's uranium glass and there's lead they used a lot. Same with, do you remember the McDonald's, was it the Shrek cups? They said were so toxic and full of cadmium. Like, way to go, McDonald's. If the food isn't gonna kill you, they'll take you out with their drinking cups, the collectible cups. Yeah, it can glow. I think it's cool though. You remember when they had to recall all the cups and they're like high levels of cadmium and they'll like return them back to the store and they'll give, I don't even know. Well, it's kind of cool. You just have to put them like under a black light. And then I think Vaseline glass, they called it, could glow as well. I think. Did she ever show you her collection? Or did she just tell you about it? Like on show and tell, did she ever like bring a piece in or talk about it or something? Because it is pretty cool. I love going to antique shops. I think it's fine if you leave it on a shelf. Like, I just wouldn't eat from it. But I think it's fine if it's like on the shelf and just under a black light. I remember, do you remember the thermometers you'd put under the tongue before they were digital? I remember my mom telling me, like, there's mercury in this, so if you ever drop it, let me know. I'll clean it up. Don't clean it up. I remember one time, um, I dropped it and I like ran for my life. I'm like, Mom, because I thought like it was like gonna like melt the floor or do something crazy. Because she was like, let me know if you ever break one of these things. I was like, I broke it. Now what? Definitely, yeah, I wouldn't eat off of it. Or you might like get a, like, you know, on The Simpsons by the power plant, the fish with three eyes. You might get three eyes or glow in the dark or something. The old school thermometers. Oops, what am I doing? Guys, I got lost in something. Really? I clicked on something and then it wasn't like the screen wasn't going down. Yeah, yeah, that's, they have mercury in them. And then I remember my brother used to tell me that the glue with the weird like orange like end was made out of horses who broke their legs. So in art and craft time, I was so conflicted because I was like, I like arts and craft time, but then I'm like, ah, the horse. So I always thought about like the horse who had to die to make my glue. You gotta love older siblings. They tell you the funniest stuff. Wasn't that on The Simpsons too? It was like, Lisa, you won't eat my meat, but you glue with my feet. It is a sibling thing. It is. He's taught me a few things in life that I look back and I'm like, you jerk. Are you an only child, Dean and Tash, or do you have siblings? I just have one brother. Just the one. You too? I'm sure your brother probably taught you funny stuff too. So you're the only child then? I mean, just for fun. You have to have a little fun. And your brother's younger than you. So did you ever teach him that his school glue was horses who broke their legs? Or did you not teach him stuff like that? Because I feel like, I mean, I probably would have too if I had a younger sibling. You have to have a little fun. Oh, I believe it. I feel like that's a kid thing to do. We always end up like finding mischievous things to do. Especially if you're in the city, there wasn't much to do. We had to create a lot of our fun. Same. Like when I was growing up, we could at least like be outside, but then when my daughter was growing up, we had to supervise or someone had to be outside at least because there was always like threats of the man in the creeper van and people are crazy these days. But like when we were like younger, we could actually like go out and not be scared of like the creeper. Like we were always warned about stranger danger, but it wasn't the same. Like there was always someone else outside that we could go to if we needed help. And it probably is why, probably the same. Maybe it's the same for Dean if his parents brought him out a lot. You did? That's awesome. My daughter used to do something similar, but they'd play inside. They'd make a tent and they're like, let's play survival. And the big thing was like, you had to play survival and they'd be like in their little tent. It's so cute. I feel like that would still be fun to do. Like, I feel like I could still do that and have fun with it. Survivor Man. The thing that I never used to get is like, I'm not sure if it was him or another one, but he'd always starve for like the first week. And then miraculously, like after a few days of starvation, he'd just find the most obvious, easy to get food. I'm like, where did that come from? Or he'd be like trying to like catch a fish and there's like, and then eventually, like 3 days later, he ate a bird or something. But I don't know if it was that one or if it was a different guy. Because was a few of them. Why not? Why not, right? Actually, a lot of the places we hike, there's a lot, we have a lot of like lean-tos. How do you say it? Like a lean-to. Like a bunch of the woods. So somebody makes a lot of them out here and they're so cool. Some of them are really big and you can go inside in the winter. I love like going in and then finding something that someone made. There's usually like a frozen pond that's a fishing lake, and then you'll see some like a little like lean to, which I don't think is the right word. Do you? Do you learn a lot from him? Oh, okay. Well, if you ever do remember, let me know and I'll check them out because that actually sounds cool. You should do that for some of your videos. Go and be like Survivor Man and be like, all right, guys, today we're foraging. Yeah, Les Stroud. I thought that's what his name was, but I'm like, just in case it's not, I won't say anything. But yeah, I think that was his name. Didn't they catch him like not actually surviving? Didn't they catch him like with like eating at restaurants or something? I can't remember if it was him or someone else. Yeah, no, I didn't think that's who you were talking about. I think he was the Survivor Man, the one we used to have. It's gonna bother me too. No, that was. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you ever find his name just on a random video or something of mine, you can like just message me it because that would be cool to check out. I seen in one of our local libraries has like this goose camera, and there's like a goose that has a nest and it's just like pointing down on it. And sometimes I'll go in there just to read the comments, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure at any given time there's going to be like a hobo down there or something, and like we're just watching the goose. Like I'm always like, we'll check in just to see if anything crazy is happening. Which around here wouldn't be unusual. There's usually something, people doing crazy stuff all the time. But yeah, that has me pretty excited that we're actually going to go camping this year and we'll get to go fishing. I better catch me a muskie because it worked for Dean. Yeah, tons of geese everywhere. I know. Is that like that for you too, Dean? Do you have a lot of Canadian geese? Oh, I believe it. I believe it. What do you do when that happens? You're just like, pretending not to see it. I know, and it's getting pretty sad. Like we were in a small town and it used to be such a clean, nice small town, and barely we got off the like pathway and there was like syringes and garbage and like you could tell humans went to the bathroom there. I'm like, "Oh, come on." The last thing you want to worry about is like that kind of stuff. You just want to be out in nature, but some it's getting kind of crazy. You call Canadian geese hissing cobra birds. If you just stare at them, they leave you alone. Like I just stare at them and I'm like, yeah, okay, and they don't bother me. But some people get chased by them and I think it's funny. Yeah. So you do have a lot, yeah. It's so funny because at our park there's signs everywhere saying if your dog goes to the bathroom, pick it up, like, and which you should, right? But like every time we're stepping, we're dodging geese poop because there's like the whole field is geese poop. And we're like, okay, I don't think it would really matter if some dogs went here. But I think we should be soon and we should be seeing the goslings and the ducklings. That's always my favorite time because they grow up so quick. I love how they come out like yellow and fuzzy, and then like a week later, I'll go down there and they're like taller. So cute. Right? You gotta watch where you step. But it'll be right beside a sign that says pick up after your dog, and it's just geese turds everywhere. I'm like, okay, okay, the geese didn't get the message. Geese poop dodging. That's funny. Yup. Or like the time I fell in the duck pond. Don't do that. You'll smell to the. You just don't fall in a duck pond. I did that once. Thought my life was flashing before my eyes. Just me frolicking in the duck pond. And that smelled gross. Try getting that smell off of your clothing. My poor parents must have, like, my parents were so cool. I was always doing something stupid. Like, I was always doing something stupid and unpredictable. I don't know how they can take me anywhere. Like, take me near a duck pond, because it was partly frozen over. And I thought my brother was just walking. I didn't see he stepped to the side. So I went walking, and then the thin ice cracked, and I was like, flailing around. Only creepy. Ooh, that sucks. That hasn't happened to me yet. Ugh. And then it's probably hard to warm up. Because once you get cold like that, it's hard to warm up. Oh, and it wasn't just a little bit, your whole body. At least you didn't smell like duck poo. I smelled like duck poo and I could always be worse. Oh, it's my neighbors. I think they're happy, but I couldn't tell. You've never had that happen? It's so easy. Sometimes you misjudge a log or a rock and you go and then it's slippery. It's always a slippery rock. I remember the one time we went swimming and to get out of the water, we had to climb up on the rock to get back to the boat, right? And the whole bottom rock was just like algae, it was like slimy. So we were like trying to climb and sliding down, trying to climb. We eventually got up back up on the rock and got to the boat, but that was a bit. You went butt first. Oh no, you poor thing. It's funny now, but at the time, I'm sure it wasn't. Dang. Wasn't that how Bart was born? Wasn't Bart Simpson born butt first? Was that, or was he just mooning them in his ultrasound? I think I remember something about like Bart when he was. I mean, what else do? You fall butt first into the creek. I... Any video of that? Is that on a live stream anywhere? We want to see. We need a good laugh. I changed the screen on my phone and now I don't know how I did that. I don't know. Not my phone, my watch. I like changed it, but how did I change it? Oh wait, here we go. Is it this one? No, but it will work. I like when it counts my steps for me. I try it. If I don't work out, I try to get my steps in. My goodness, I've already been on here for an hour and a half. I'm probably gonna get going, but thank you guys for hanging out. This was a lot of fun. Exactly, be my woman. Loony, right? At that point, it's like you either laugh or cry, and you might as well laugh at it. That's funny though. I hope that doesn't happen to you again. Actually, I think that happened to my daughter one time. She fell into the. It was nice to catch up with him, and we're gonna look forward to your videos. Bye, everyone. Much love. We'll see you guys. Thank you for being here.